On a spring day in May 5 years ago, Grace was visiting her hometown of Vancouver on a holiday from a successful career with a company in New Jersey. Grace was in a serious motorcycle accident and suffered severe physical injuries and a life-altering brain injury.
I had made plans to come to Vancouver on a vacation in May, and on the last Friday of my trip, I got into a motorcycle accident and was thrown from the motorcycle and had multiple injuries. And then everything changed. I remember waking up in a bed in a room I didn't remember, and it was dark. I was staring at the ceiling. I could tell that I was hooked up to a lot of things, and I didn't know what was going on. So my best friend was there, and I recognized her. I couldn't really speak. I think I had tubes in my mouth at the time, and I think I had tubes down my nose as well. And she could tell I'd broken up, and I grabbed the external fixators that I had that were holding my pelvis together. I couldn't move my legs, and I was terrified. I didn't know what was going on. And she said in a very calm voice, "Do you know where you are?" And I shook my head no. I didn't know what was going on. And she said, "Okay, you're in Vancouver. You've been in a motorcycle accident, but you're okay."
She certainly knew who I was, and we had a conversation. But for her, it was, you could tell the short-term memory. I had to repeat over and over daily, maybe 3 times a day. "You were in a motorcycle accident, you know, you broke your pelvis. This is what happened." And then she would be shocked and go through the shock of it all. And then 4 hours later, we would do it again.
After a long road with her physical recovery and the realization that her new life was going to be back in Vancouver, Grace wanted to return to the workforce. Grace was referred to Mark Gruenheid at the BC Centre for Ability.
The challenge was to help Grace reinvent herself and find an appropriate place to start or restart her career, I guess would be the best way to put it, with diminished hours and duties that she could handle in her current situation.
He helped me fix up my resume and work on some cover letters and give me some realistic goals. And in the beginning, I was just wanting to get back to work anywhere, somewhere, anywhere. So the things that I wanted to apply for, I would show him. And he made me realize that I had a lot more to offer, that I didn't need to settle, and that even though I do have brain injury and some things are very difficult for me even now, that I have a lot of other characteristics and a lot of other skills that could be very valuable and is very valuable.
Grace went on to successfully find employment at the corporate office of London Drugs.
She's a great employee. She's who you want as an employee. And I think the #1 thing about Grace that I personally love is her spirit. She's got this beautiful spirit, and it spills out onto everybody around her. And it keeps people calm, and it makes them happy. And so not only is she very bright and does her job very, very well, she's got the personality that fits. And I think that's what really drew us to her in the interview and got her the job. And she did it herself, though, right? She interviewed so well, and she's definitely an overachiever. I think that would be a fair and accurate thing to say. She likes to do the best of everything, and she's always successful in my book.
And I'm excited for her. I'm amazed at how well she's become, and I think that she's going to really excel at anything she tries to do.
My family and my friends, everybody's been very supportive, and that helps a lot when you have people to when I don't feel good about myself, when I am disappointed that things didn't work out the way I wanted, or I'm not quite reaching a goal I've set out for myself as quickly as I had wanted. They helped me realize that that's just one small piece of the puzzle, and there's a lot more to Grace than just this one thing that Grace can't do. There's a lot of things that Grace can do that other people value and find important, and they help me open my eyes and find a different perspective.
The BC Centre for Ability congratulates Grace Tan, Hero of Ability, as she continues to grow and thrive in our community.